Yo, what's up? This is Can't Get Right MMA. In my previous video of me talking about how Tom Aspinall is still the baddest man on the planet, I was going over at the end of the video about how the heavyweight division has just been cursed for a long while now, and I was going over the dark age of the heavyweight division, going from the Francis era all the way to modern day. And since people didn't get to watch all the end of the video, I thought, hey man, I can just cut that part, the end part out, edit that a little bit more, and re-upload it with better editing and stuff like that. The dark age of the heavyweight division, man. This started the Francis era, man, because the Francis era, it wasn't really all what it was cracked up to be, bro. Francis Ngannou being 1-1 with Stipe, he got the last lick, knocking him out, right, and then Stipe went off, retired, and stuff like that, right? And Ngannou, he defended the belt once against Cyril Gane, man. Lackluster performance from him. After that, he was like, frick this, man, let's go to boxing, and had a close fight with Tyson Fury. Many people thought he won against Tyson Fury in boxing. Then he got knocked out by Anthony Joshua, and he's been signed with the PFL, doing fights with them. And yeah, just kind of faded into MMA obscurity. Of course, you still see edits, man, Francis Ngannou, this and that. But I feel like Tom Aspinall really just kind of filled the void of what Francis Ngannou was hyped up to be. You know what I'm saying? It sucks that the UFC hates Tom Aspinall, even though he's been doing nothing except for being a role model.
Have you ever been fingered by an MMA fight before? What would it take?
Perfect, like, athlete for the sport, you know what I'm saying, like representative of the sport, a person who wants to fight the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to do that, man. He said, let me make this whole spiel about money. It was supposed to be like some grand protest of like, oh, us fighters need to be making more money and stuff like that, but it wasn't really about a protest for the fighters, and really just money for himself, obviously.
Say what you will about the PFL, because Lord knows I've said a lot of bad things about them, but they really did bend over backwards to give him everything that he asked for. Guaranteed $10 million per fight, guaranteed $2 million for all of his opponents, equity in the company, chairman of PFL Africa, and a spot on the company's global advisory board. The PFL has been exceptionally accommodating, to the point where even at the time of signing, it felt like they were giving him way too much, by the way. Ngannou signed with the PFL in May of 2023, and fast forward 2.5 years to present day, what has he actually done for them? He's fought one time against Renan Fajeda in what was the PFL's biggest card ever, which still lost the company millions of dollars, and although he was obviously able to get PFL Africa off the ground, he's not even making appearances at the events.
This whole spiel about money, even though that's not what it was about, and let me just go off to boxing, and then just say, yeah, I'm gonna run off with the lineal title, and you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why, well, I do know why they hate Tom Aspinall, but yeah, they've really been fumbling the bag with Tom Aspinall. I have absolutely no clue what they are thinking at all. The new generation of heavyweight, willing to fight anyone and everybody, but since Dana White rather not sleep on the couch tonight, he just has to shit all over Tom Aspinall. He had some good fights, he had some crazy finishes, knockouts. He's a scary beast, bro, in his prime, bro, and everything like that, but come on, bro, come on. The Francis era was not all what it was cracked up to be, man. And the GOAT, Stipe, he was gone. The GOAT of the heavyweight division, he was gone, you know what I'm saying, retired. Jones wins the vacant title, and then inactivity, man, just not fighting. And then he brings a 41, 42-year-old Stipe out of retirement just to fight. Come on, just fight Stipe. But I wasn't too mad at that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, it makes sense. But then he gets injured, the fight gets delayed, but all while trashing Aspinall. All while not trashing Aspinall, but also trying not to mention his name. You know what I'm talking about? When he finally get backed into a corner and has to mention Aspinall, he always was dissing him. But if you can avoid it, bro, literally running out of interviews, like, man, John Jones is being a little baby about this fight, man.
Tom, it's he doesn't deserve the fight statement. When you compare his career at this point to when you got a title shot, he has more wins, more stoppages, more wins against ranked opponents, more main events. He's got the interim title. So what is your response to people saying, like, not that you take it out of prayer? I mean, the guy's amazing. Right. But the Tom doesn't deserve me comment.
Well, maybe I didn't phrase it right. Maybe I didn't phrase it right. You know, it's not about what Tom deserves or don't deserve. I believe it's what I do deserve. And after this many years with this company and all the work that I've put in, I believe I'm at a place where I deserve to be able to say, I don't want to fight that guy. I want to fight this guy. I want to fight that guy. And that's why I don't want to fight that guy. I want to fight this guy. I want to fight that guy. And that's why I don't want to fight that guy. I want to fight this guy. I want to fight that guy. I'm be more than willing to relinquish the belt. The
question then is, if Dana and Hunter do come to you after this fight, the figures make sense to you, would you then be open to fighting Tom Aspinall, or are you categorically thinking, he does nothing for me, I will not fight that guy?
He does nothing for me. He does nothing for me. How's it going? Good. How are you doing? All right? Good. Let's see, sir. I'm not gonna do this interview. You know, this is gonna be an Aspinall fest. I'm not gonna. I I see how close you guys are, and common sense tells me what type of questions I'm trying to get asked. So I'm just like, give me time to speak to who you want to speak to.
John wouldn't like literally mutter his name, bro. Walk out of interviews. He was literally wanted to give Tom Aspinall the undisputed belt, and eventually he did. He just wanted to hold on to it as long as he could. Like I said, when I tell you he wanted to give Tom Aspinall the belt, he didn't want to fight him so bad. He said, "Yeah, I'll give him the belt, and I want to go fight Jamal Hill and Derek Lewis." How are you as a lineal champion just going to give up the belt and then just go fight some randoms? You know what I'm talking about? Like, come on now. And now that, like I said, the Alex Pereira fight's happening, I'm pretty sure I said this in the other part, man, but this is just madness, man. Let's get into another part of the Dark Age of heavyweight. Yeah, just super inactive, man. Tom was gaining more legacy, though, as he defended his belt before John. Yo, editing right now. I wanted to say, yes, Tom Aspinall, he was gaining some legacy. He was gaining legacy as much as he could because he defended the belt, right? Defended the interim belt just for John Jones to hold his belt, never unify the title, and just hold on to the belt while Tom Aspinall was being inactive. Not really being inactive, being forced to be inactive. Because he already defended the belt. He did what he had to do. He had a streak. He got the interim belt. He defended it. John Jones needed to do his duty to unify the titles, but he just wanted to hold on to the belt as long as he could, and then eventually got in some legal troubles, and he retired. But we're going to get into that. He has a better heavyweight resume. Yes, John Jones, he has a better resume, but he heavyweight. Tom has a way better resume than John Jones, obviously. The Jones and Old Man Stipe fight, man, it happened. But it really exposed how better Tom Aspinall was. Even though John finished, he got the finish over Stipe.
I always look to finish guys, you know.
But also, bro, I poked Stipe hella, bro. That was so fucked up. Very intentional. You can see him intentionally do it anytime Stipe would try to close the distance. And, yeah, John just holds the belt. He just holds the belt while still ducking Tom, making Tom inactive because he's already defended the belt. What else he's going to do? Unify the belts, you know what I'm saying, or vacate, or retire. But he just, you know what I'm saying, had to hold it on as long as he could, but he wanted to, he got in some legal trouble, so he couldn't hold on to it for too long. And there was literally the petition going on, bro. If some of y'all don't know, bro, about the petition, bro, you know how many people signed that petition to strip John Jones of the title, bro? Because he didn't deserve it, bro. L. John Jones, bro. But yeah, like I said, he pops up on the police's radar and retires. Tom is now the undisputed champion. Woohoo, let's go, let's go. But only for his next fight, his first title defense as the undisputed champion, to be a no contest due to him getting blinded with a Freddy Krueger glove to the eye, bro. And who knows really what's next for Tom Aspinall, man. I hope he can recover and smoke Gane, and he will. And now all of this is going on while Volkov is just sitting in the corner getting cucked, bro. He won against Cyril Gane, but he got robbed. Cyril Gane got the title shot. I'm glad he got this win over with Jelton Almeida, but now that they're talking about Cyril Gane getting a rematch, so is Volkov just going to get left out again, you know what I'm saying, while they just run it back? Volkov got a win, and I'm going to talk about that win whenever I break down some of the other fights on the card in another video on my channel, right? I'm going to talk about how, was it a robbery or was it not, and all my thoughts about the other fights, man. But yeah, man, Volkov just gets kicked to the curb after Gane robbed him, so that really sucks. So really peep that, like, also, you gotta peep Alexander Volkov's streak, man, right? So he lost to Tom Aspinall, but then he bounced back with a win over Jairzinho Rosenstrike. He got a TKO, and then he TKO'd Alexander Romanov, man. He subbed Taito Ivasa, and then he beat Sergey Pavlovich by unanimous decision, man. He lost to Cyril Gane on paper, right? Because he got robbed. But even Dana acknowledged how bad that judging was for that fight, and he thought Volkov won, and he's saying, oh, he'll make it right for Volkov. So he needs to get that title shot soon, right? Because he's saying he has a loss on paper, but he still has a streak because he basically won against Cyril Gane. And then he recently beat Jelton Almeida. There's some controversy in that fight, but like I said, I'm going to cover that in my other fight recap on the next video on my channel. And I'm going to be discussing, was it a robbery, was it not, and all types of stuff. And so I want to talk to y'all guys, because this is the end of the video, basically, and I'm gonna try to be more consistent. But yeah, man, I've been fired. I'm gonna try to lock in on my second channel. I was thinking about doing a video with my friend of, oh, let's do trying to make a beat on FL Studio by watching YouTube videos, right? Doing YouTube tutorials and applying them to try to make a beat, right? My friend, he didn't have FL Studio, but I do, so I'm gonna probably do that video, and I'm gonna probably do that video whenever he gets like FL Studio and stuff like that. But yeah, man, a lot of stuff to come. I streamed the fights and stuff like that live, so tap into my Twitch. Also, I need 50 subscribers so I can stream on YouTube. But yeah, guys, the reason I haven't been as consistent was because a lot of stuff on my plate, but also mainly a mismanagement of making the content, right? Like, I was making multiple videos at a time instead of doing one consistent at a time. And then also streaming the card was one of the days where, like, that made me miss a day of uploading because I was streaming it through the whole day when I got up.